I'm guessing that the main issue in terms of time off work was the surgery.
Yes.
So tell us about the surgery you had and what it involved.
So the surgery was, by the time I went into for the surgery, I understood what it was involved, and it was quite scary. So there was the enabling pieces, so a peg, a tracheotomy, a flap taken from my arm, and so basically they unzipped my face, so it was cut all the way through there and laid back so they could remove the tumour safely. They put it back with the flap, but unfortunately, I think a matter of hours after the operation, there was a problem with the flap, so they took me back into surgery, and hopefully they thought they'd repaired it. Subsequent to that, or after that, the flap failed. So a week later, I went in and they removed the flap and took the master, I can't remember the exact,
mastoid?
Muscle, and sort of twisted that to fill the space, and that seemed to work. So that obviously kept me in hospital a bit longer, and I was discharged. I did have a problem with weight. I just kept losing weight, but the dietitian was coming every week and 40 sips and supplements, and we managed to stabilise it. I then just got back to work and was starting to eat again, and then got osteomyelitis in my jaw. So that required then going back in for surgery to take out some of the metalwork that had been put there, and to tidy up the bone. So that stopped the osteomyelitis, but unfortunately they haven't been able to get the jaw to knit together. So I'm left with a gap in my jaw that's I guess filled with muscle or something else, but I can still function.
How many procedures did you have to have in total?
So 1, 2, 3, 4 in total.
4.
Yeah.
And you had 2 major complications: the failure of the flap.
Yeah.
And then the osteomyelitis. Yeah. Thinking about all that you went through now, there are obviously people starting their journey afresh who'd be scared. Oh God, what's going to happen to me? Do you think with the support that you had, you could see yourself, if you had to face that again, getting through it? Does it seem really amazing that you got through it, or does it seem like, with the right support you could face it again? Well,
I could face it again because before the surgery they warn you about the things that could go wrong, but you pick and choose what you remember. But I do remember that they said, there is likely to be problems along the way, and I think that the flap failing, it's just one of those things. What I liked was, I remember going into theatre for the second operation and them having a whole range of options as to how they were going to fix it. And clearly they didn't know until they got back in there what they could do. And that's a bit of my style and way of looking at things. So don't close your options down too soon. So I was quite pleased when I came round and found out that they'd found this way of using the muscle. So, and then the osteomyelitis, well, they'd had, so that was 3 times it had been opened up. It was always going to be risky and ripe for infection because it was just taking so long to heal. But again, they dealt with it. That's, there was a plan put in place, and that was it.